moving on to Pete Alonso, we've seen reports saying that he's going to test free agency. Obviously, Scott Boras is his agent. It's going to happen. David Stearns, I don't think that David Stearns ever was going to put in a serious bid. And even if he did, I don't think Scott Boras would have took it, because that's just what he does. He lets his clients believe that he has to go to free agency and test the waters and test the market. Look, I've said this numerous times ad nauseum about Pete Alonso. Really good power hitter. He's Dave Kingman. Average first baseman, below average glove. You can pay for power in free agency for DH. Why would you want to pay $200 million for a first baseman that is not great? And on top of that, he's right-handed. So he's not even super special. And then you ask yourself, is he better than Paul Goldschmidt? No. Is he better than Matt Olson? No. Is he better than Freddie Freeman? No. Those are your top first basemen right there. So if he's not better than any of those guys, then what bargaining power does he have? Well, he's the highest he has the highest home run efficiency in all of Major League Baseball. Nobody's hit more home runs in a 5-year span than Pete Alonso. Great. That still doesn't tell a team, or still doesn't convince a team, that you're worth $200 million. See, Aaron Judge was worth that money to the Yankees because he was much more than just a masher. He is the Yankees right now. Judge's chamber, he's the face of this franchise. Is Pete Alonso the face of the Mets? No. Is Pete Alonso a role model for the kids? No. What Pete Alonso is, and there's times where he looks like an immature man-child on the field, gyrating and all this stuff. You think that's a good example for the kids? You ever see Aaron Judge do that? What about Derek Jeter? What about people that used to hate this man, Barry Bonds? I never seen him do it. You ever see Francisco Lindor do it? You ever see any of the high-profile players in baseball do it? No. So when you have these things, these strikes against you, although the team loves you, they're not going to bid, first off, against themselves, and they're not going to get into this bidding war where they double your salary all because they think you're a nice guy. So the question is, how much do I think Pete Alonso is worth? I think he's somewhere in the middle of Matt Olson and Goldschmidt, somewhere there. I mean, if you give him 24 to $26 million, I think that's okay. Might be pushing it, but that's as much as I'd go. So we'll see what happens with Pete. Could be a special year for the Mets. It could be a disaster, and that can be able to play a factor in negotiations in the offseason as well. Moving on.